Big 12 is in the danger zone. The Boise bus keeps on motoring along, and it's the Vols' turn to be in trouble. CFP Selection Committee released their third set of rankings on Tuesday, and the biggest change to the bracket that both casual football fans and college football diehards would notice is that Boise State is in line for one of those first four byes into the quarterfinals. The Broncos have almost locked up hosting the Mountain West title game, and because they're ahead of all the Big 12 teams, they're sitting pretty with a potential Fiesta Bowl berth at the moment. Now, speaking of the Big 12, what are we doing committee? BYU is ranked number 14. SMU is ranked number 13. And it's almost like that game on September 6th down in Dallas where the Cougars beat the Mustangs by a field goal. It's almost like it never happened. It's a long season. Things change. We get it. But that head-to-head matchup has to matter, and there's no good reason why the committee shouldn't have flipped those two teams. It does underscore that SMU has a real shot at the playoff if they win out, despite being one of the first teams out of the field right now. Now, there is a lot to nitpick with Texas still being number 3 and with a flimsy resume, and Miami still being treated nicely at number 8, with the whole ranking of Penn State ahead of undefeated Indiana. But the first team that might be an interesting one to keep an eye out is number 11, Tennessee. They're sitting in the same spot that Georgia was last week in terms of being out of the field. The Vols are going to be huge Army fans this week as the Cadets play Notre Dame and have to hope that Ohio State thumps the Hoosiers in the shoe to feel better about their playoff chances. But for now, they're going to be a little bit nervous going into these final few weeks because that's what happens when you get thumped between the hedges. It should be a fun penultimate weekend of the regular season, but there's a long road ahead before the bracket gets locked in. So sit back, relax, and mostly just enjoy the football because it is coming down to the wire in college football.